Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to my new channel. This is gonna be a channel where we're gonna be learning, investing, blended with entertainment. Why do I do this channel? Well, simple. You know, while teaching you guys, I'm gonna be able to re-educate myself, and in the process, I'm also gonna be educating others, and then helping them out in the process. Or you know how this trading shit goes. Or it might just destroy you in the process. But one thing we don't do in this channel is quit. You know, we're gonna ride it till the wheel fall off, and that's exactly what we're gonna do with the recent silver, uh, uh like with the recent silver fluctuations, high fluctuations. We're gonna be primarily focused on trading, uh, trading silver. Honestly, I'm gonna trade anything that moves. Mainly though, I'm gonna stick with silver, gold, Nasdaq, US 30, and German 30. So why do I do this channel? Well, I've always wanted to do this channel. I've always known I was gonna start channel sooner or later, but you know, I thought about it, and the moment is right now. And in fact, yesterday I was giving a ride to this girl, and she was basically like crying. She's like, yeah, as soon as he dropped me off, I'm gonna be crying myself to sleep. I was like, yo, what's going on? And she was pretty much talking about how like she's a teacher, she's in school trying to get her master, and she's like living paycheck to paycheck, really struggling to make like ends meet and stuff like that. And I thought, like I wanted to suggest her like, oh, you should look into trading, but this is an industry not meant for like 90% of the people, because like most people cannot tolerate losing money. She already struggling, like she might not have money to invest, but and in the Forex industry, once you get the knowledge and the skill set acquired, you don't need to put a lot of capital out front. This is not stocks. You can scale up $100. Like you guys might know who FX Alex is. This legend right here. He turned $100 into $1 million. It's actually one of my biggest inspiration. Before I ever even got introduced to his channel, I've already been trading for like 4 years, like 5 years maybe, and then I got introduced to his channel, and I was able to propel at the scale I was learning at, because his strategy is good. He got a great strategy he mastered, and it works for him. I've been trading for a while, but I never really gravitated and picked one type of trading strategy. And the reason that I haven't been profitable for this years is because obviously few things among one of them was not having a strategy to get in and out. I just see momentum. Based on the momentum what's going on, I get in, but 90% of the time I lose money, because I've already acquired most of the skill set. The reason I've been losing so much money is because I just don't have the patience to trade when there's liquidity. Like I burn through my money before it even gets to like New York session or like London session. But that's not to discourage you that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm actually a good trader. We're gonna trade together. We're gonna make money together, and that's a fact. But for this video, we're just gonna focus on creating an account, setting an account setup.
First thing you need to do is go to a broker account and sign up for an account. So in order to trade, you need to have a crypto account, because the way you deposit these funds, most brokers they accept deposit through crypto. Some of them take credit card and debit card, but that might take longer to process. Whereas if I'm making a deposit with Ethereum, as soon as it gets cleared on the blockchain, it takes like 2 minutes, whatever. I would see it reflect in my account almost right away as soon as the transaction cleared. Not every broker is like that, but the broker I'm using is like that. And to withdraw takes 12 to 24 hours. So you submit your request and verify your withdraw. So this is my broker. This is Alex's broker. I don't know how familiar you guys are with trading, but there was a moment in time where MetaTrader was removed from every platform. Damn, the background there. Every platform with the beef between Russia and USA, and they was trying to say MetaTrader is Russia-based app, and there was like a lot going on. And then since that time, they pretty much started super regulating brokers that was given high leverages, and then pretty much doing a crackdown because there was a lot of brokers that was not paying out, and then they just wanted, their reasoning was they wanted to protect Americans, from pretty much going broke and bankruptcy and all stuff like that. Because if they're trading on a leveraged account, they're most likely to blow their account just just like that if they don't know what they're doing. So this is why I created my account. I have an account with OneFX, so I'm gonna attach the link in the description. And then the other one I have is Hanko Trade. This is the other one. This has been my favorite. The only difference is this one you can trade on MetaTrader 5. This you trade on MetaTrader 5. I love MetaTrader, but since the whole broker regulation thing, a lot of brokers withdrew from MetaTrader because they didn't want to pay and submit to their regulation requirements and all that good stuff. So they created their own alternative app called uh uh Act Trader and Trade Locker, C Trader, stuff like that. But this specific broker, Alex's broker, allows you to trade on MetaTrader. For this one, you need a different app called Act Trader. So once you guys get your account set up, this is yo. I get in wiped out. And then I'm like, let me get it. Some childish stuff. Some people call it trading irresponsibly, over trading, whatever, and other terms that's called trading stupidly, and that's exactly what I did, man. But in order to deposit money, you just go here, you just go deposit funds. Once you create your account, then you can click crypto or credit card. Credit card, where does it say it could take up to 24 hours, to get deposit. So you do crypto, you pick the crypto, you put it like, let's say 100, and then you pay, and then you pick the coin you're gonna deposit it under. So for me, usually I do Ethereum. So you press Ethereum, and then let me show you guys. And then you guys go to whatever crypto app you have. Like if I'm depositing through Bitcoin, I can go on Cash App and deposit it through there. Let's say I'm using Coinbase, right? I can click Ethereum, and then you just buy right here, whatever amount you can afford to buy, you buy right here. Then you press transfer, and then you press send crypto to. Once that's done, you go on MetaTrader. Oh, before you go there, you go to here, you click create account, and then you pick whichever one suits your trading style. uh I usually do standard or commission free. I do commission free because the commission fees can add up like a motherfucker. And leverage, pick 500. So what leverage means is if I have $500, you multiply that by the 500, and that means you have a buying power of $25,000. So when you buying stuff, you have the power, you have the money, like $25,000 to buy stuff. But whatever you buying, if it drops value more than the amount you put in, which is like 500, or once it gets close to 500, or once it gets too close to 500, it will just close on its own. So just because you have 25,000 in buying power, that doesn't mean you're gonna see your account fluctuate 25,000. It's a lot to process for new beginners that don't know what's going on, but the ones that's been trading for a while, they know exactly what's going on. So with that being said, the next video is gonna focus strictly on trading, unless you guys have questions about how to get set up. Some places, some brokers cannot operate, so the recommendation I suggested for the brokers might not work in your country, so you might have to find an alternative broker. But with that being said, this video is just here to state that I'm starting a new channel and then helping you create your account to be able to deposit and trade. So next video, we're gonna go to war. We're going to war. Be prepared for that. And when we go to war, we might lose the battle, but we will not lose the war. This game cannot end on you if you don't quit. So we're just gonna keep on going till we reach our desired outcome. With that being said, Neutron out. Peace.